Mr. Zalanya Allen, President of the National Entrepreneurs Association. And I'm excited because I'm here today with Kimberly Cornner, founder of Kimmie Haircare Products and third place winner of our 2022 National Virtual Pitch Competition, too. Hello, Kimmie. How are you?
Good morning. How are you doing? I'm doing great.
So, were you surprised to win? How did you feel when you heard your name announced?
Yes, I was super, super excited, super shocked. I was like, okay, all right, I like this. Yeah, so this was actually my very first pitch competition, and I
Wow.
was just so happy to be nominated in any position.
Absolutely. So, tell us a little bit about your company. What is Kimmie Hair Care Products?
Yes, so how I came up with the name, we can start there. How I came up with the name. My name is Kimberly, my first name, but Kimmie is a nickname my family gave me, and I have such a passion for styling hair. I've been styling hair for over 15 years, so that's how the name was developed. Kimmie Styles, for me loving to style hair, and Kimmie from what my family they called me for years. But yes, I just seen a need in the hair care industry. Like I said, I've been styling hair for 15 years, and I done heard every complaint there is about natural hair. My hair won't grow. My hair is dry. I can't get my hair to detangle. But them things like that is very easy to me. So I teach my clients how to do them things. And I started developing products that make it very easy. It's special formulas you need to get the curls to detangle when you have natural hair. And a certain type of moisturizers you need inside the products to get the hair to grow and be moisture. So that's just how I saw a need. I knew which products worked. I knew which ingredients worked. Started with my clientele, and it developed from there.
Awesome. Now, you told this story about your daughter coming home with a shirt over her head, and that was a touching story for our audience who may not have had an opportunity to attend the pitch. Tell us that story.
Yes. So, as a kid for myself, I wasn't comfortable with my hair. I wasn't confident with my hair. I didn't like my hair to show. And I felt like I was a prisoner to my hair because it stopped me from doing many things. Like I didn't want to go swimming, certain activities I didn't try out for, certain sports I didn't try out for because I felt like I was limited to how I can actually style my hair. And I hated that. So, my daughter, as a young girl, she had to be about 4. I had some extensions in her hair because she saw me wearing extensions all the time because I was still wearing a lot of extensions at that time. And one day I took her hair down and we had company and she came into the room and she had her hair covered with like a little blanket type thing. And I asked her, I said, why you got that blanket on your head? And she said, my hair isn't pretty without my weave. So I didn't want anybody to see my hair. And right there, that touched me. I was like, oh my God, I can't let her grow up with them feelings that I had as a kid. So from that moment, I stopped wearing the weaves. I started really focusing on my hair, started using my products more, getting my hair to grow. And that's her in the picture right beside me. See, she wearing her natural hair. And right now she's 11 and she wears her hair every single day and she absolutely loves her hair.
That's awesome. That's a wonderful lesson to teach your daughter at a young age, and she's beautiful.
Thank you.
So I take it she loves her natural hair now.
She loves her natural hair. She's very confident, and I feel like confidence starts with women hair. If you can get women very confident with their hair, it's like a building block. Everything else become more confident. They start getting more confident in their skincare and how to take care of their body. And through my years of hair care experience dealing with different women, once I start women with their hair, learning their hair and knowing their hair and knowing what their hair wants, everything else just falls into place. The confidence just soars through the roof with. And I believe it's very important to start with young girls. The importance
Absolutely.
of loving your hair.
Yes, your hair is your crown. And those lessons we learn early in life from birth to 7 or 8 years old, they stay with us forever.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about your entrepreneurial journey. How has it been for you? Has it been challenging, exciting?
Yes, I feel like I done experienced every phase. I done experienced the scared to do it, not knowing if I was good enough, or my product wasn't good enough. Um, I experienced the doubt, wanting to quit, thinking this is not for me. But every time I decided to step away from hair care and do something else, it always found a way to bring me back. I wasn't as confident. Well, I was happy in different areas, but it wasn't my passion. What I do every day, styling hair and creating products, this seems very easy to me. Like I just like this is just what I do every single day, and I absolutely love it. But yeah, I done had my challenges. When I decided to create my hair care product, I didn't know anyone personally doing what I was doing, so I felt like I made a lot of wrong moves. I made a lot of trip ups because I was just feeling around for how to get this thing created. And once I got it and I started working my way through it, we went from one product to 11 products now, and we will continue to grow. And yeah, I actually love it here. I'm actually honored. I'm blessed to say that when I walked away from my 9 to 5 7 years ago, I've been doing what I love every single day, and I have not had to go back. I thought I would short term into the game. I thought I would have to go back, but since I haven't went back, I'm absolutely honored and blessed every single day that I could do what I love every day.
That's amazing. Now, how can people get a hold of your hair care products?
Yes, my products are available at kimmiestyles.com, and that's styles with a Z. And if you're in the Birmingham area, we are in 6 local beauty supply stores. We're in the Platinum Beauty chain, and then we're in the Beauty Trends chain. So if anybody in the Birmingham area knows about them 2 independent beauty supply stores, they can get my products there also.
Okay, great. What advice would you give someone thinking about becoming an entrepreneur based on what you've learned so far from your experience?
I would say there's never a right time. You will never feel like you're ready for entrepreneurship. Sometimes it's a push, it's getting fed up, and it's saying, you know what, the heck with it, I'm doing it. And that's what mine was. I contemplated for years on leaving my 9 to 5 to do what I love, but one day it just felt like I just stepped off a cliff. A lot of people say, well, how did you do it? I say, y'all, I wasn't confident. It literally felt like I walked off a cliff blindfolded. That's all thing I feel like. It felt like I just stepped off. And once you get into it and you know this is you have to make this work. If you don't want to go back to what you're doing, you will make it work. So putting in 24 hours a day, you will do that to stay in your zone where you love to be and where you want to grow in. You will do that, and you will do it happily. I can't say that I will want to work at 9 to 5, 24 hours a day and say I would be happy. But in my company, I'm willing to give that. I'm willing to give 24 hours a day, working on my craft, making it better, learning. So if you got a dream, I say go for it. It's never going to feel like a right time. It's always going to feel scary. So I say do it.
That's wonderful advice. It is a scary feeling. I think people think when you step out there as an entrepreneur, you're just bold and courageous and you were born that way. And they don't realize that, we have butterflies and we're afraid and we just do it anyway.
You just do it. It never feels like you're gonna feel like you made a wrong decision. But I say I always tell myself I don't want to go back to what I was doing. So I got to make this work. So it was nice that I was up to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, back up at 6 o'clock in the morning, working on my craft because I knew if I wanted this to work, I had to put time in it. And I was the only one in it. So I had to make it work. So sometimes I feel like things grow faster in your life when you know you have no other safety blanket.
Mm.
That safety blanket kind of, staggers you and like, oh, maybe I do it later. But when you snatch the rug from up under you and you know you got to make this work, you gonna make it work.
Right. You're motivated. You have motivation. Pain is one of the greatest motivators. So, what made you enter a pitch competition? Because public speaking is one of the greatest fears in the world. So, what made you want to do that?
And I have a lot of people can't look at me and tell that I have a fear for public speaking, but it has always been a huge fear for me. I try ways to push it through my fears. I feel like it's the only way to grow. I remember when I was in college, I signed up for public speaking courses, and I promise you, at the end of that course, I still was no better at public speaking when I finished. I was still nervous. So when I saw the opportunity, I was like, wow, let me try this. I'm gonna take other smaller courses, in my city, through the Goldman Sachs program. I went through one of their programs, and they kind of just worked on us with speaking, how to present your company. And it's very hard. I think they challenged us for like a 1 minute, something, but I wasn't in a competition. It was just trying to get it developed. And I felt like this came at the right opportunity. When I saw this opportunity come through my email, I was like, pitch competition. I've been working on this about 5 months trying to develop a pitch. I was like, let me just try it. And wasn't sure if I knew how to do it, if I was going to get it right. But I felt like even if I didn't win, I sat down and focused on a pitch. That's it. Even if I don't win, I know I got a 3 minute pitch put together that I can start building on from there. And when I entered in and I got nominated for the top 10, I was like, okay, I'm getting somewhere. Let's go further. And then I got in, I got number 3, and I was super excited to say this was my first pitch competition. And I placed. And even if I didn't place, I was happy to actually take that time out and work on that craft of pitching my company.
Yes, I think all entrepreneurs should pitch their business because you're going to prepare in a way that you wouldn't if you were not competing. Competitions help you to raise your game.
Yes, it pushes you. And I knew I was going against 10 people, and I was like, okay, Kimmie, uh, sit down and focus. If it wasn't for this competition, I wouldn't have sat down and took that time out every day and working and changing it and editing and getting in front of the camera and looking at myself and getting in front of the mirror and doing it. If it wasn't for this competition, I would never have took that time out and done it.
All right, and my last question for you, what what is your opinion on coaching and mentoring? And I bring that up because our sponsors at Comerica provided a number of pitch coaches, and that actually wasn't a component of our pitch competition when we first started. But I think it makes a big difference just to have someone to practice in front of and get some feedback. How important do you think it is to have a mentor or a coach as an entrepreneur?
I think it is very critical. I gotta say, one of my daily prayers at the beginning of my company was like, God, I just want to ask somebody something. I just want to ask somebody, am I doing it the right way? I didn't have that. And now that I'm in my company and I'm running across mentors and coaches, and I'm like, wow, if I would have knew this back then, this would help me out so much. But with a strictly on a pitch competition, speaking to a coach, someone who has done this, who have heard this, who have seen this happen before, and they coming from me who had never done it before, I had a lot of questions. And the advice that was given back was like, okay, it made my nerves come down a little bit. You actually have someone looking at you as an individual and like, look, you can do this. Um, Giving you advice on which things to do, or if you tell them what you have in your pitch, they're like, let's lean this way a little bit more. Let's lean that way a little bit more. And I feel like that's what helped me prepare big time because I had a lot of stuff in there that probably wasn't supposed to be in there. But my coach was like, maybe we should lean this way a little bit. I was like, okay, let's come this way a little bit. So that guidance on how to do things, it's key, it's critical. And when you're an entrepreneur, I think you have to be humble enough to listen to people, put your ideas out and listen to the feedback and take it as positive feedback and um, a learning opportunity.
All right. And how do you plan to use your prize package?
My prize package, I already know what I can do with my prize package. We have some new product boxes coming out. We had our old product boxes and we just sold out of those. So it's time for us to create a new image for our product boxes. And for my prize money, it hit right on the head on what my boxes are gonna cost me. So thank you, program, for helping me invest into my new boxes. So I know exactly what I'm using the prize for. And for the computer, I need a new laptop for travel. So that's what I need. I was getting ready to purchase one, and since I won this competition, I could keep them funds and use this.
So, any final words for our sponsors at Dell Technologies or Comerica Bank or our audience before we wrap up here?
Yes, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for your guys' services. Thank you for thinking of this and putting this together. I'm truly grateful to be involved, to be selected, to know that y'all exist here and that y'all offer these type of services. I say keep pushing, continue to help small businesses and other entrepreneurs. It's great. Y'all have boosted me. Y'all have not one of my to-dos off my checklist. I always wanted to do this, and um, through you guys, all you guys coming together and putting this together, it has helped me. It has helped me grow. And I say, just continue to do it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We need more companies like you guys thinking about small entrepreneurs.
All right. Thank you, Kimberly Cornner, founder of Kimmie Hair Care Products. Everybody run out and get yourself some of those great products. And we'll put your website up so that people know how to get in touch with you. So I just want to thank our sponsors at Dell and Comerica once again. Thank you everyone for joining us and making all of this possible.
Thank you.